busy or not. It's busy or not.
Madge, can you sum up your emotions at the moment?
Well, look, the boys have been building this, obviously from day one since I've been here, and I just want to credit the players to stay solid to the path that we've been. I always believed coming here that this was an opportunity that we could create, so just wrap for the players. We know that there's one to go. It's important now that we obviously recognise what they've done to this moment, but it's using that now at the big game.
14-0 down at half time. You were still very confident from all reports that that they were going to tire at the back end and you guys were going to come home a little stronger.
Yeah, well, it's how the boys have been, to be honest. I mean, the last sort of couple of months, I guess the way I've seen them train over the years, and then knowing that that's inside them, that they can come home like that, and they've shown that. That's the reasons why I guess pre-season is the things that you do, and the belief within the group. They showed that by what they've been doing in the last month. We've been in positions like that today, and they've come solid at the back end. So it was good that they did it again.
Can you talk us through that kick, Reyno? I think Reece said after the game that you told him during the week you were kicking. So he said that was your moment. But just talk us through how that all unfolded. You obviously took it over and landed it. What was going through your thoughts there?
Just process, something that I've been practicing for a hell of a long time. I knew once we scored the try, I sort of had to separate the emotions from what was going on at the time. I mean, the crowd was amazing, they were so loud. It was good to just sit back and take that in and then completely shut off from everything and just focus about the kick. And it's just process over and over and over again. Been practicing that since I was a little kid. Waterloo Oval back home down there, but replicated that in my mind 1,000 times. And to nail it tonight was a good feeling.
You feel like there was a little bit of redemption because of some of the kicks that you have missed here? I know that you move on from them, but like that one sort of put to bed a few demons?
I wouldn't say put to bed a few demons. I mean, you'd want those kicks over again for sure, but there are moments in your career that you learn from, and certainly learnt from that. A few years ago I didn't separate the emotion from the actual kick, and something that's been going over my head for a long time. If I ever got that opportunity again, to just shut off completely and just focus on the basics and making sure I've got good contact with the ball and just go through my routine. I've done it over and over and over again, and once you've got that trust and belief in it, there's no reason why I shouldn't kick it.
It does feel like this team's never beaten Adam. Like, you've played in some of those games and you've watched them from the sideline, just when you've been injured, but I think it's at least 5 times you come back to 14 or more. What a trait to have going into a big game like you are.
Yeah, it just shows that we can stay in the fight and get it done. I mean, it's the belief from the moment Madge walked in the doors in November. He's been instilling that in the group for a hell of a long time now, and to buy into that and see it on the big stage, it's a good feeling. And we don't want to be in those positions, but to have that belief that we know we can come back and get the job done, it's pretty special.
Imagine that goal one defence in the second half. It looked like that turned the tide a little bit, and it's something that you were, at the beginning of the season, you were talking about we need to be more resilient. Have you seen that in training? Because that defence over the last 6 weeks has been the difference for this side.
Yeah, well, I think practicing that for probably 9 months since I've been here, that's one thing that we talked about. They've practiced it over and over. I mean, the hours and hours of time that you spend at training practicing that, and that's for these moments. And it's nice to see the boys get the rewards off the back of that. We speak about it because you're going to find yourself, against a team like Penrith that tend to score more tries than anyone down close to the line. So you've got to spend a lot of time, being aware of what's coming, but also too wanting to do the work. And I just thought the scramble today was excellent. There were times where I guess everyone feels that the teams probably can't pull it off, but within this group at the moment, and I keep saying there's a lot more in this team. I just think that they're, the work that they're doing, ingraining what they've been doing, there's so much more in the group. So that's exciting, obviously, for me, because I've seen it before. But the fact that they're buying in at a really high level and they're the ones that have to do it, that's a special part.
Madge, who's going to miss out next week with Pat coming back?
I haven't thought about that.
It's going to be a hard luck story, though, isn't it? Given what they did tonight. have to
I
leave
need
one?
to have a look at everyone, and I've got a squad of 30 plus 6. They're all a part of it. They've been a part of what we've been building. So look, I'll have to pick 17. That's the answer to the question, and I'll go away and talk to my leaders and talk about the team and the best approach to what we're going to do this week. They play a big part in what we do and how we go about the team itself, and I think that's the real reason that we've had a real great rise in the last 2 or 3 months. They've grabbed it, and we were challenged right through the year. Everyone knows that, but they stuck solid to where they wanted to go. And
Michael, how impactful was the Ezra Mam at 14 plan, and would you consider using that again in the grand final? Would you consider him starting? What's your thinking going into this week?
As I spoke about before, I'll have a chat to the players and we'll work out what's best for us. Ezra coming on, Ezra playing, he'll be better for that too. It's a fair credit to the staff, to be honest, because Reyno, Ezra, Xavier, they've come back from pretty significant injuries. So I want to credit the staff in a big way about how they've been able to manage the boys back, because that's why 6 weeks ago I was probably told that Ezra wasn't going to play. All of a sudden he's playing in a prelim final, and now he's going into a GF, so he's very important, and the thing he's got experience, like Reyno spoke about. These boys have got the experience now, and it's about using that throughout the week.
Michael, you've got the crowd here tonight. You've called for the fans like that. You've been here at Origin level, but have you ever been a part of anything like that from the North?
No, not really. I mean, I've been fortunate to experience some good crowds, but the crowd here is awesome. Like the last 2 games we've played, I've never seen anything like it. It's like a rock concert. The way they get up for the players, and they're pretty smart crew too. They cheer at the right times and they get them going. So and I'm get them all down to the grand final now.
Michael, what do you do? What's the next couple of days look like to try and mitigate the fact that Melbourne have fundamentally 2 days ahead of you in preparation and recovery? Is there anything you do differently over the next couple of days? Or?
I reckon that's a talking point that you guys will dance around. It's a load of garbage. Players play on a Wednesday and they play on a Friday in our competition. We've got 7 days to get ready. Perfect.
Madge, what does this mean to you? I mean, it's been 11 years since you were comp, but you've copped a lot of stick this year. Has been talking about training methods. What does this mean to you?
Oh, look, I believe in what I've experienced, Pete, and I've seen it work, and Reyno and I have been a part of something pretty special, and I want to do it again with him and the team. That's the special part. So the noise and things that I said, it doesn't really worry me. I've been fortunate to be around some really quality teams across sort of the time that I've been coaching, so I believe in that and I know it works, and we'll go about that this week.
Going down to Sydney early, any chance of a harbour cruise match just to get everyone rested before the grand final?
You never know. You never know.